Hello, this is Steve from Vito's Leatherworks. Today's project is this beautiful Ferragamo boot. Now, the customer was not happy with his job. Somebody, unfortunately, decided to add some color to the boot when the customer didn't request it. This is the original color of the boot. When it came in, I tried to clean a part of it to see how well it'll clean and see what it will look like once the dye had come off. That's one issue right there, trying to refinish the uppers, trying to bring it back the same color as it was originally. Second, when they installed the rubber sole on here, they stitched it right through the lining. Now this is a Blake stitch shoe. It is supposed to be stitched from the inside of the boot to the outside, but you're supposed to remove the Ferragamo lining before you go ahead and stitch the soles on. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to remove everything from the bottom. We're going to strip the uppers as best as we can, try to get that color back. We're going to resole them, and they're going to be like a way different new shoes once they get done. All right, let's get started. Oh, lordy. I just don't get it. I just don't get why people do this kind of work. Now, I'm just going by what the customer told me about him saying that he didn't request the uppers to be dyed. Okay, so we'll just take that for face value. Even if the customer asked for the uppers to be dyed or touched up, this is a total different color. Plus, it's caked on. The leather's stiff. All the stitches are just covered with dye. There's dye on the zipper. And there's a sticker inside of the company who did it. I'm not going to get into that. It looks like it's a Spanish company. This guy is from Puerto Rico, if I'm not mistaken. But still, I mean, it doesn't matter where you're from. This is not how it's done. It's unfortunate that the owner is going to spend another $600 plus to fix the issue. It's unfortunate for the owner, you know. But these are good quality shoes. Ferragamo's got a couple of tiers of quality when they make their products, right? This is on the higher tier quality. Unfortunately, it's a little messed up at the moment, but I think that once we get done, we can go back to showing it some love. Now this is a Blake stitch shoe, like I explained in the beginning. It's stitched from inside of this shoe. You know, stitching on the lining from the inside. Okay, aesthetically, it looks like crap. Nothing structural, you know, but you got to remove that thin cover, stitch it, and then you put all the details back into it, you know. Oh, as you can see, this is what the color of the shoe was. See that brown? Yep, that's what it was. We're going to try to bring it back to that color. All right, let's continue. All right, so as you guys can see, that starting to break down that top, it looks like acrylic dye of some sort. It's just going to take some time to scrub it down to get rid of all that, and then we can add some brown color to bring that color it used to be. So, all right, let's continue. Man, what a difference from what it was to what it is. Still not done yet. I still got to touch it up a little bit more. I had to remove the strap here. This was attached right there. I had to remove it because I had to get underneath it and make sure I had access to all that area right there where I had to clean all that up. We'll stitch it back together there, no big deal. I still have to clean the buckle on there. That's in due time. We'll do that. There's a couple of dry airs right here. See that? Not much I can do about that. I conditioned the hell out of it about 4 times. I'm going to do twice more, 2 more times. Just absorb it like a sponge. It's a lot softer than what it was. So stiff before with all that dye on it. Now there is some dye on here. I put a little bit of Phoebes on there. I got a little dauber and kind of, you know, not really wiped across it, but and I sprayed it a little bit with the spray dye, tinted it. I think it turned out pretty good. Again, big difference from what it was. All right, so we've got the sole off. This is basically a glue-on welt. And you got a midsole in there that gives it some cushion. You've got the leather sole and then the rubber, thin rubber sole they have on. Now if you look on the side, see how it's got the welt and the leather sole and the midsole aren't even. It's indented. What's the word I'm looking for? Indented?
Indentation?
Indentation?
I guess.
Something like that. So we're going to try to match that same when it gets done. All right, let's continue. All right, so we got the welt off. We're getting it off.
Yeah.
The service is lacking today a little bit, Lulu.
What's up, brother?
The barista ain't making coffee. It's coffee time. I guess we.
Tell him.
You're the manager. You need to crack that whip. Crack that whip. Make sure he understands who the boss is. This sucker does not want to come off. Wow. Come on now. Wow. All right, I'll take this off and then we'll take the center off. Reza! Louis complaining. Reza! Come on, man. Well, I mean, you know. You haven't read my mind yet? All right. Oh, thank you, brother.
Here's your chocolate, sir. The more tea, sir.
Shut the fuck up. Get your ass back to work.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, brother.
Anytime.
Now, most of the Blake Stitch shoes don't have a cavity like the Goodyear welter, but it still has a little bit. So we're going to put just one cork in there, and we're going to sand half of that off. In case I get lost, so they know who I am. Oh Lord, I cracked myself up. Oh, camera's right on the tripod. Let's fix that. Hammer time. What time is it?
Hammer time.
Oh, lordy, lordy, lord. Is the day over yet?
Nope.
No?
Got the soles.
Beautiful. Nice. That heel's not going anywhere. All right, welcome back. We are done with another project. This was a big mess. Took me forever to strip the uppers. Luckily, the underneath the leather was in very good shape. Well, not very good shape, pretty good shape. So we applied some dye to it and brought that color back, conditioned the hell out of it, and then soles and heels and insoles and made them presentable again. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, send us an email, beatos@yahoo.com, and we'll see you guys on the next project. Take care.